Good morning, everybody. So we've decided that Fridays is going to be story day. So if you haven't read your story on E. Collins, today would be a really good opportunity to do that and see if your grown-ups can write a little note about how you've got on there, and we can give you a reading champion sticker. And if you have read that story, then fantastic. Maybe spend this morning looking at some other books that you've got at home, or reading some stories off the internet, or maybe listening to some of the ones that your teachers have put on as well. Why not get a blanket and some cushions, some teddies, and build yourself a little den and get yourself all nice and cozy, and either look at some books by yourself or share them with a grown-up. And on a Friday, we're going to add on some extra stories just for you to have a little listen to and think about all the hard work that you've done this week. So today I'm going to read to you What Do You Want to Be, Brian? By Jean Willis and Mary Reese. And this is because we're talking about what you want to be when you grow up yesterday. Hope you're still excited about that and coming up with lots and lots of ideas. So let's have a little listen to what Brian wants to be when he grows up. What do you want to be, Brian? He wants to be the greatest violinist since Yehudi Menuhin, said his mother. Do I? Said Brian. Yes, you do, said his mother, and she bought him a violin and she made him practice for 2 hours every day. Brian tried, but the strings kept snapping and he would keep sticking his bow where he shouldn't. He doesn't want to be a violinist, said his father. He wants to be a computer wizard like me, don't you? Well, said Brian. Of course you do, said his father. I spent an absolute fortune on this computer. Brian did his best, but the instructions went in one ear and straight out of the other. Then the wretched thing blew up. He doesn't want to be a computer wizard, said his sister. He wants to be the most famous ballet dancer since Nureyev. I, said Brian. Shut up and put these tights on, said his sister. Brian really tried, but he kept dropping the ballerinas. Then he accidentally kicked the pianist off her stool and he snagged his tights. I'm telling you he wants to be a boxer, said Brian's brother. He wants to be the new heavyweight champion of the world. Come on, Brian, put your mitts up. But Brian preferred his nose the way it was. That lad wants to be the best jockey since Lester Piggott, said his uncle. You want to go and get him a horse? I wouldn't bet on it, said Brian. A horse, snorted his auntie. What good is a horse when it's quite plain to me that he wants to be an artist like Van Gogh? He wants to be an admiral, said the vet, like Lord Nelson. He wants to be a politician, said the man, who sells funny little brushes from door to door. Stop, shouted Brian. I want to be. Well, what do you want to be, Brian? I want to be the most ordinary boy in the whole wide world, said Brian, and guess what? He was brilliant at it. Hope you enjoyed that story. Hope you've got lots of other lovely stories at home to be reading, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.